I have put together my own simplified model of human development. The period is from 1970 to 2050. First, population. This is the general index of the number of people. The level of 1970 is taken as a unit. Growth continues until about 2035. After that, there is an almost complete stop in growth. This is due to the declining birth rate, aging population and the onset of crises. Why it is important. The more people, the more resources are needed, and resources are becoming less and less. Second, industrial production per person shows how much production one person creates. The index is equal to 1 in 1970. Up to 2025, growth. Then decline. The reasons are the rising cost of resources, climate problems and the closure of industries. Why it is important. Industry determines the standard of living, employment and technology. Its decline leads to crises and poverty. Third, food per person. The average level of food availability per inhabitant. Index 1 is 1970. Growth continues until 2010. After, a slow decline. The reasons are soil deterioration, water shortages and climate problems. Why it is important. Lack of food leads to hunger, unrest and migration. Fourth, services per person. This is education, medicine, communications, entertainment. The index is steadily growing from 1.0 to about 2.2 by 2050. Why it is important. Even with the decline of industry and food, services can maintain the standard of living, especially digital ones, but the development depends on infrastructure. Fifth, non-renewable resources. This is oil, coal, metals, and so on. The level of 1970 is taken as 1. The decline is rapid. By the beginning of the 2000s, about 60% remains. By 2050, about 30%. Why it is important. Without resources, it is impossible to maintain industry and energy. Their shortage redistributes power and hits economies. 6. Accumulated pollution. This is carbon dioxide, plastic, chemicals, radioactive waste. In 1970, it is 1. The growth is smooth at first, then accelerates. By 2050, more than 3. Why it matters. Pollution affects the climate, health, agriculture, and the economy. It has already become a global threat. Connections between variables. Fewer resources, less industry. More pollution. Less industry, less food. Less food and industry, worse life, higher mortality, lower birth rate. Services can compensate, but only partially and temporarily. How it all happened. From 1970 to 2000, population, food, and industry grow. Pollution begins to increase. From 2000 to 25, peak growth. Resources are depleted. Pollution increases. From 25 to 40, industry and food begin to decline. Pollution increases. Population reaches a plateau. From 1940 to 1951, decline in industry and food. Resources remaining are about 30%. Pollution is 3 times higher than before. The population is steadily or slowly declining. The main conclusion. This is not a prediction, but a reflection of current trends. We see resource depletion, falling birth rates, rising pollution, and uneven technological development. By the mid-30s, we may cross the point after which it will be impossible to maintain industry and food at the same level. If nothing changes, by 2050 we will face a deficit, worsening social problems, rising pollution, and a deterioration in the quality of life. What can be done? Reduce emissions. Switch to renewable energy. Implement recycling. Save water and soil. Support the development of digital services. Reduce the consumption of non-renewable resources. Build cities with a low carbon footprint. Preserve the climate through local initiatives and mass greening. Thank you for your attention. If you are interested in following such analytics, share, ask questions. Together we can better understand where humanity is heading and how to influence it.